to Kush News, the newscast of the African diaspora. I'm your anchor, Ochanda, daily bringing you the top stories from Africa and the Caribbean. Let's take a look at today's news on Friday, May 19th, 2023. We go to Kenya, where they're building additional ships to boost oil shipments. Kenya is building 3 ships to guarantee daily trips to Uganda. Kenya's Energy and Petroleum Cabinet Secretary Davis Chichir said this is an effort to enhance the export of oil products to Uganda through Lake Victoria. The jetty facility was built back in May of 2017 and completed back in March of 2018 to ease the transportation of petroleum products from the Kisumu location to Uganda by shipping through Lake Victoria, but it was never used following delays by Uganda to build its offloading jet. So the operations finally resumed back in January of 2023. The facility also supports the export needs of neighboring countries such as DRC, South Sudan, Burundi, and Rwanda. The fuel is transported to the Mahati terminal in Entebbe, Uganda, where the product is loaded onto trucks and then shipped to the 4 other neighboring countries. Cabinet Secretary Chirchir expressed relief that the 3 ships will help reduce road congestion as well as improve the reliability of supply, but said it is a lot that still needs to be done as far as the infrastructure in the petroleum export sector, especially because trucks accessing Uganda move through narrow roads, hindering quick transportation. Those in Kenya, let us know how you feel, and those in Uganda, let us know your excitement about if you are in the petroleum and oil industry, on your excitement about new ships being built to get these products to you guys. Let's stay in the region, especially Kenya. Kenya is set to build more dams. The Ministry of Water, Sanitation, and Irrigation is planning to build 33 dams in various counties across the Kenyan country to alleviate water scarcity. And as seen by a business sector, the ministry has invited prospective bidders for the design, operation, and maintenance of the dam facilities. It says that the projects will be implemented under the public-private partnership known as the PPP framework, in the line with Kenya's Act of 2021. The Ministry of Water, Sanitation, and Irrigation has prioritized implementation of water harvesting dams. The dams and the entire project is interested for design, build, finance, operation, maintenance, and transfer of the proposed projects. The dams to include a dam in Baringo County, Kiambu County, Nandi County, Nyamira County, Kilifi County, Kericho County, and also Machakos County. The other dams that will be included will be in Wajir, Nyeri, Embu, and Marsabit counties. The government will bank on the new dams to solve water shortages that have had the country had erratic weather patterns with extended periods of droughts and low rains. Those in Kenya, let us know your excitement and congratulations. Further future planning and forward thinking by the government of Kenya. Good job. Let's go to West Africa, specifically Nigeria. President Buhari yesterday declared that Nigeria was targeting an electricity plan to have 30 gigawatt electricity by the year 2030. Speaking while at a recent conference, the current association that has hydropower pumping 400 megawatts in a transmission line and distribution substation, the president underscored the importance of the project, highlighting its role in its government commitment to achieving the target of 30 gigawatt of electricity in the country by 2030. Buhari, while inviting the Minister of Federal Capital Territory to unveil the project on its behalf, noted that the Electricity Vision Initiative aims to have renewable energy to at least 30% to the energy mix. The president further said that the implementation and completion of the project align with his government policies to alleviate poverty, generate employment opportunities, and enhance healthcare services. The president also stated that the first phase of the power evacuation component of the project includes a switchyard of 132 kilovolts, 4 substations in various counties and cities, and the rehabilitation of the existing Yandev substation. President Buhari assured Nigerians that other projects aimed to boosting electricity supply are also ready when the next president will be inaugurated. He commended the Federal Ministry of Water Resources and the Ministry of Power for their efforts in delivering the current Kashimbila project. The president also praised the host communities and individuals affected by the multi-purpose current dam project for their cooperation and understanding. Those in Nigeria, let us know your optimism towards Buhari's electricity vision 2030. Let's go to Southern Africa, specifically Zimbabwe, where they have released a lot of prisoners. A large presidential amnesty saw the release of about a fifth of all prisoners in the Zimbabwe prison system. A total of 4,270 inmates were released. It's an amnesty that moves to bring down the overcrowding of the prison population in the country, which numbers over 50 detention centers, and that have a capacity for about 17,000 people. But as of yesterday, it held more than 22,000 before the amnesty was declared. The amnesty was granted to categories of prisoners that included those who were terminally ill and those who've at least served 3/4 of their sentence. Violent criminals as well were serving time for robbery, treason, and other public disorder were excluded from the amnesty. The Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Services appealed to society at large to accept the inmates who have been released. The prisoners will be able to vote in the next presidential and legislative elections, and the government has struggled to alleviate poverty and end chronic power cuts. But this is a step in the right direction, according to reports. Those in Zimbabwe, let us know how you feel. Let us know on how you feel that, or if you're watching, if you're a recent released inmate from the Zimbabwe prison system, please reach out to Kush News. We want to hear directly from you. We want to have you tell your story about getting a second chance at life. Let's go to the Caribbean and end it there, specifically the British Virgin Islands. The Premier, Natalio Wheatley, says that the territory needs to undergo an immigration transition in order to properly address and overcome some of its residency obstacles. Natalio Wheatley said in a recent statement that the British Virgin Islands has been functioning on decades on an old approach to immigration. He explained that the population has expanded quite a bit. The Premier also pointed out that the Commission of Inquiry will soon be able to participate in a series of meetings across the community as the government seeks to establish a new immigration policy. According to Wheatley, among those considerations is a number of young people graduating from high school and returning back into the Virgin Islands territory. They are expected to help in ensuring that there is an adequately trained workforce. He said, so all of these things would be discussed and considered in an accent for immigration policy, and of course, a labor policy as well. He cautioned that the conversation surrounding an immigration policy is one that needs to be had in a responsible way and not in a divisive and ugly way that has happened in the past. Those in the British Virgin Islands, let us know your outlook and views on a new immigration policy that your guys' head of state wants. We had today's newscast with the African proverb of the day, and it comes to us from no particular African nation and or ethnic group, and it reads, no matter what happens, I give myself credit for daring to try. Once again, no matter what happens, I give myself credit for daring to try. You're damn right. Woo! I really love this. This camera. For those of you that just begin, I come from the Jalur tribe. For those that may have not have known, and we have an old proverb, and it's a story proverb. I'm not gonna bother you with the long story, but the short version is Cha'akacha. I might be pronouncing it incorrectly because I haven't been in Kisumu County for too long, but basically it translates to just begin. And there's a whole story that goes along with it about a father and a son, that the son has a high medical, he has a high bill for medical school, and in order for him to receive his degree, he has to come up with the funds, and his dad continues to tell him, Cha'akacha, just begin. And I want to let you guys know, not you guys, I want to let you know out there, just begin. Whatever it is that you want to do, just begin, and give yourself enough appreciation for just beginning, because there's a lot of ideas that come and just stay in people's head until they leave us here on earth. Their ideas just remain in their head. They never take that step forward. Go ahead and do that. Let me know your interpretations of today's African proverb of the day, as well as your thoughts, views, questions, comments, and concerns on the top stories. For Kush News on Kush Convos TV, I'm Ochanda. We'll see you soon.